Plastics can be found almost everywhere, including your body. Scientists have discovered traces in the gut, the arteries, even the brain. That's why health experts recommend minimizing exposure to plastics. Medical reporter Lori Johnson explains why that's much harder to do than we may expect.
To look at it, plastic appears pretty sturdy, and scientists have discovered even in attempting to destroy it, plastic breaks down into little, likely toxic particles that make their way into our bodies. Those remains are called microplastics, and their smaller counterparts, nanoplastics.
You need very sophisticated machinery and equipment to detect nanoplastics. Most microplastics you also can't see with the naked eye, but there are a few that you can, about the size of a pencil eraser.
Scientists became concerned after discovering microplastics in a wide range of body tissues, including the kidneys, heart, and brain. Some organs, like the brain, appear more vulnerable than others.
And microplastics turn out to concentrate in the brain far more than the liver or the kidney. That's just been published recently. And they are associated with increased risk for cognitive decline, unfortunately.
Looking further, scientists found 10 times as much plastic in the brains of deceased individuals who had been diagnosed with dementia compared to those without the condition.
The story about microplastic gets worse with almost every passing month.
Heart surgeon Dr. Stephen Gundry points to research showing that plastic in someone's arteries puts them at greater risk of death in case of a cardiovascular event, such as heart attack or stroke.
Blockages just from these microplastics, because these are actually foreign material. And we had no idea that these guys even existed until we started looking for them.
They also found these tiny toxins can disrupt the gut microbiome.
The more microplastics we ingest, we start really changing the bacteria in our gut. And we prevent the bacteria in our gut from making really important compounds. One of them, believe it or not, is hydrogen gas.
Research shows microplastics can interfere with the body's hormone system.
You can have disruption of estrogen signaling. You can also disrupt thyroid hormone signaling.
They've even been linked to an increased risk of cancer. For these reasons, experts recommend avoiding plastic when possible. It can be an overwhelming task, but we can start by drinking water out of reusable metal or glass bottles instead of plastic ones when possible.
I definitely don't want individuals to suffer from dehydration, especially in the hot summer. And so, by all means, it's far better to drink water out of a plastic container than not drink any water at all.
If you use plastic water bottles, don't leave them in a hot car or direct sunlight because UV rays will break down that plastic. That's why you often see labels or warnings to avoid putting plastic in the microwave because heat can cause it to leach into the food. Likewise, experts say it's best to use glass or metal containers when storing food in the refrigerator or freezer. Same goes for not washing plastic in the dishwasher and also avoiding non-stick pans like Teflon.
The plastic breaks down over time. Again, that leaches into the product and that gets into our bodies. So if you have objects in your house, even cosmetics that are expired, I would recommend throwing them away.
While research continues on the extent of harm caused by microplastics, early evidence suggests it's best to both minimize your exposure to them and pay attention on how best to use them. Lori Johnson, CBN News.
Well, that's an alarming story, Lori, but so important. We knew about the dangers of the environment, but for a lot of people, this may be news about how damaging it can be to our tissues and organs, even brain.
I mean, for our health and especially for women, obviously interrupting the balance of our hormones and affecting thyroid and estrogen and all the things. I myself, I did know most of this information. I tried to eat everything out of glass or stainless steel. I try not to eat or drink things out of plastic, but some things you can't avoid. But we can do what we can, right? If you buy something that's in plastic at the store, when you get home, you can transfer it into a glass storage container, one that's stainless steel. I also try to cook with healthy non-stick items like ceramic and that sort of thing. So stainless steel as well.
Yeah, I know at home my wife for years has been storing food in the fridge in glass and trying not to heat up things in the microwave in plastic.
Good.
And it gives us pause too, because so many Americans, billions of these, coffee filter pods.
Oh, right. Yes.
I'm not stating don't ever use it again, but people do it for convenience. Boom, it's done in 60 seconds. But there's more plastic.
Yeah, there's plastic, and then it's heated up as you put it in. A tip is to just go to a store, go to Amazon, or shop online. You can obviously buy your grounds and put it into this reusable stainless steel reusable little K-cup, and it should work for your Keurig or whatever coffee machine.
I've been implementing that too. It's not always easy to get the grounds out of. Oh, you're surprised. It's not always easy to get the grounds out of there. But yeah, trying to avoid plastics where we can.
That's good. That's good. But no judgment if you use those coffee pods. It's all good.
Good information to have.
Yeah,
Thanks,
definitely.
Lori.